I started freaking out, bro. I was like, oh my god. That whole thing lasted 5 hours before the stalker guy went and got a gun and What's up, you guys? So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all the story about the time that I had a psycho stalker. By the way, my ceiling fan is on because I live in Texas and it's really hot right now, so I'm gonna leave it on. Sorry if that bothers you. So little backstory, this takes place around August of, what year was it? It wasn't this last year, it was the year before that. 2017? Oh my god, that was a long time ago. I was just starting freshman year. I used to be the Sunday spot on 7 Fantastic Girls. If you've never heard of 7 Fantastic Girls or like 7 Super Girls, 7 Awesome Kids, they were the Sax channels. They were these collab channels on YouTube. You would have to audition to get onto these channels. If you got onto the channel, you were assigned a day to post. Every week you were assigned a theme for your video. Pretty much these channels, it had girls from the ages like 10 to like 18, and they posted these skit videos every week. So yeah, I was a part of those collab channels, and that's kind of where this all like started. It's Future Kara editing this video. I'm always here because I always forget to say something in my videos. I forgot to mention the whole reason why I'm telling you that I was on these channels. It started with me being on these channels because that's how this dude found me. Because I was in the public eye. This was like a well-known little YouTube channel, and that's how he found me. That's why it matters. That's why it's in this story time. I like completely forgot to like even talk about that, but yeah, just keep that in mind. These collab channels, they had a pretty good amount of subscribers. 7 Supergirls, which was like the highest one, had like 1 million something. The one that I was on, I think at the time it had 400,000 subscribers. And pretty much like the audience of these videos is just like younger girls, like 6 to like 12 watched these videos. Or at least that was the majority, I should say. Hold on, that's the majority of like the audience. So yeah, I was on these collab channels. I wasn't on it for long just because I learned I could make a whole nother video about like my experience on the channels, but it wasn't for me. It was just very like childish, but pretty much I was on those channels for about like, I want to say like 2 months. Even after I left, they kept my videos up on their channel. I ended up quitting in like September, November or something like that. I don't even remember. I quit though. So I quit. Months pass. Okay, fast forward to April. In April of 2018, I remember vividly that I was testing. It was like the STAR test, which is like the big test in Texas. I don't even know. It was like an English test or something. And I finished it, and then my mom, she signed me out because I was getting a puppy. Oh my god, I was so excited. He's so big now, but like he was so cute back then. Oh, I get my puppy, and I'm in the car. We arrive at my house. I'm so excited with my little dog, and I was like, look, other dogs, it's another one. While I'm doing that, my mom goes to get the mail. This is where things go downhill. Sorry, I'm like drinking, I'm like thirsty. She comes up to me, and as she, like, I knew, I don't know how I knew, but I had like a feeling in my heart. So she's like, Kara, you have a piece of mail. Gives me the piece of mail, and I was like, okay. So I get it, and like, bro, I don't know how I knew this, but I knew something was wrong. Like, when I tell you that, like, I'm serious, like, I really knew that something was wrong. So I was like, okay. So I get the mail. It's just like an envelope, you know, just you know, like a normal envelope, and it has my name, you know, it says from Joe Poland, and then his address, and I'm like, who's Joe Poland? Whatever. So I go inside, I go to my room, I had the letter, and I opened it. In the envelope was 2 pieces of paper. One was about that big. It was like a half piece of paper, and it was pink. The other piece of paper was like a normal printer, you know, piece of paper, just a normal piece of paper. The pink one, it had like typed out stuff on it, and then the normal piece of paper, it had pictures of me all over it from ages like 3 to now, and like pictures that I've never seen of me before. Pictures of me from when I was a kid, bro. Like when pictures of me that like I didn't even know were on the internet or that anyone had access to, like, at all. Just a ton of pictures of me. Some pictures of me to make them seem like sexual and like edited. It was just so weird. When I was opening this, I had like a bad feeling the whole time, like this was all happening. I was like all shaky and stuff, and I was like, what? Like I was freaking out. So like this all happened really fast in my head, so I'm trying to give you like as much detail as possible, but like in the moment, like it flew by so fast. So anyways, yeah, that's the piece of paper, ton of pictures of me, whatever, like, okay, that's weird. So then I look at the pink piece of paper. On the pink piece of paper, and I wish I would have took a picture of it, but like I said, like in the moment I was just so like in shock and like scared. I was just freaking out, and I wasn't thinking, let me take a picture. Like, no, I was just like, oh my god. Anyways, let me tell you what the pink piece of paper said. So like I said, I don't remember exactly what it said, but pretty much on it was like, dear Kara, like I've been looking for you everywhere. It mentioned my dance team and how like it talked to someone, or he talked to someone on my dance team. That's how they got my address. Like that was so not true. And the rest of the letter was just like saying all these like sexual things that he wanted to do to me, he couldn't wait to do. And then at the end of the letter he was like, until we meet. I started freaking out, bro. I was like, oh my god, nothing like this has ever happened to me before. And I was like, how could this happen to me? Like, I'm so irrelevant. Like, why would anyone want to like kill me? And I was like, what do I do? Like, do I just like ignore it? Like, no, I can't ignore it. So then I got the letter, I went outside where my mom was, and I was like, Mom, and she was like, give it to me. I guess she knew it was bad too, I don't know, like we both got these like feelings. She got it, she read it. What ended up happening is she just ended up going straight to the police and then gave it to them, and then they were like, alright. They had this whole like investigation. She was like, just keep living your everyday life like normal as if nothing happened. I just remember like not being able to sleep because I was so like scared that he was gonna like come for me. I was very jumpy at school. Those couple of days were just like bad. Like I just had like a bad feeling. A couple days pass, and then I get an email. It's from the manager of the Sax channels, and she was like, have you gotten any like anonymous creepy letter or whatever, blah 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 blah. If you did, send me your parents' number and I'll explain everything. I was like, okay. So I sent them my mom's number, and she called my mom. She explained everything to my mom, who then explained everything to me while I was in school. And she was like, pretty much to summarize, okay, not to mention on this envelope, he put his return address on the envelope. So the police here told the police there, they went to his house and they had a standoff, which means they were like shooting at each other. The whole thing lasted 5 hours before the stalker guy went and got a gun and shot himself and killed himself. So he's dead now. Turns out I wasn't the only person affected by this. There are people all over the United States and some in other countries that were getting letters from him and like threats from him. It was crazy. It's insane. Like, he found out so much information about so many like YouTuber girls. At the end of the day, I'm okay now. All the other girls are okay. That guy was crazy. He was psycho. He was literally psycho. He put so many people through like so much stress and anxiety and so many bad things. If you'd like to know more information about this guy and like what he did, blah blah blah, you can literally just search up Joe Polin or like Joseph Polin stalker. It'll come up. There's a ton of articles about it. It was a really bad experience, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name's Kara. Welcome to my channel. I don't have a consistent posting schedule, but I try to post when I can. I'm gonna try to post more often, so subscribe. Like this video if you feel like liking it. Subscribe, you know, like if you want to. I would really appreciate it, but I'm not gonna make you do anything. I'm really tired. I should just play the outro. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.